are also named in the suit. I'm Usher Qureshi, CBS News.
And the young woman Usher talked to in that story says she beat the algorithm and reset her feed by searching for videos about K-pop and entertainment. It's a strategy teens can use if their feeds are flooded with negative posts. Watching, liking, and commenting on positive posts can help displace the negative content, or they can delete their accounts and just start from scratch. If you or someone you know is in crisis, get help from the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling or texting 988. New for you here at 11, the quick thinking of firefighters helped to save the lives of 5 kittens in a Dayton house fire this week. On Wednesday, the Greater Dayton Humane Society responded to a house fire on reports of animals needing help. The Humane Society says that once firefighters found the kittens inside the abandoned house, they tore up the floorboards until they got every single one out. Unfortunately, their mom did not make it. All 5 kittens are now safe and healthy in a foster home.
I know that story makes you happy.
That story makes me very sad. I love cats. You just
sad.
don't know how much I know.
They saved them, right?
No, it makes me sad that the mother died.
Oh,
that's the part that makes me sad. I'm glad that 5 kittens got saved, but sad.
Do you want one of them? You want one of those kittens?
I'll have to go get one.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be cold again. Cold for kitties, cold for you. Might even see a few more flurries. Not like what we saw this morning, although if you look outside in Greenville right now, there's a few flurries floating out there. This is the camera we like to see if, there's any evidence of flurries actually falling. And usually in a situation like this, you have to zoom in real closely. But yeah, you can see a few flurries falling out there. And it's going to be kind of the trend here moving into tomorrow. We're not expecting as much snow activity as we saw this morning. We saw some good snowfall across many places, but temperatures certainly got above freezing, and so a lot of that melted away. But right now it's 35 degrees with some winds out of the north-northwest, so we're still getting that cool air from the northwest. Here's what it looked like starting at 11 p.m. last night. You saw the snow starting to come in. You saw a lot of that green turning to blue, and it snowed for a good while, maybe till about 8 or 9 o'clock before it finally stopped. And so if you were in the state of Ohio, you probably saw a little bit of snow this morning. In fact, here's across the Miami Valley, we were looking at most places at getting close to an inch of snow, not much more than that. And I would say about 70% of the area saw an inch or less. You can see that here on the map. There was a nice little strip here, pretty much right along, right along I-70 from, I know Eaton, but around Eaton, Dayton, and Xenia. And you can see, I got close to 2 and even 3 inches. 3 inches really surprised me out in Xenia. I was actually investigating that. I was like, did they really see that much? But it doesn't really matter. A lot of it melted fairly quickly. And so it was a nice little morning, though, at least for a winter's morning. But I know a lot of people are probably getting tired of it. You want to start seeing spring. And I got to tell you, this week it looks like it's actually going to be relatively cool. We only got up to about 37 degrees in Dayton today. I had forecast a high of 40 last night, so it was about 3 below that. So close, but a little low. But you can see temperatures up to the north didn't even get above freezing that much. Only about 34 in Wapakoneta. Got up to 40, though, in Oxford. But still warm enough in a lot of places for some of that snow to melt. Now, we're scanning the skies at the moment, and you can see temperatures are still in the 30s, 32 in Sydney, 32 in Wapakoneta, and there's a few of the flurries still popping up on the map, even though we did see a few in Greenville. It looks like it's potentially a little bit more dense up there, but overall things are fairly quiet. But we have another area of low pressure coming in. Oops, a little zoomed out there, but that area of low pressure, those are usually associated with unsettled weather. And so we're mainly seeing some snowfall across the Great Lakes in Michigan, but you might see a little bit of snow here overnight. And if I could zoom in a little closer, you can see that strip right there in Indiana where it's looking like rainfall moving through the center part of the state. That actually will likely even turn into some snow here over the next couple hours. And so once that gets close, we might actually see a few flurries. And you can see that illustrated here in the Futurecast. Mostly cloudy, staying fairly quiet, a few stray flurries here and there. But then that little strip comes through and it'll be cold enough for us to see some perhaps brief but light snow showers moving across the region. Not really expecting much accumulation. And then moving into Monday, chance for some stray snow showers there as well, or maybe even flurries. I might even edge toward flurries more than snow showers. But yeah, we will see a little bit of activity tomorrow, perhaps even sunshine peeking through here and there, but generally staying pretty cloudy. And then overnights, we'll be all right moving into Monday night. So the high temperature trend, you can see we're below average. We're typically about 50 this time of year. It's not till Thursday and Friday where we actually get above freezing. So down to 29 tonight, a few stray flurries. In the next 7 days, you can see we have some pretty quiet weather actually. After we warm up, we'll get cold again by next weekend. And if you want the latest, you can tune in to News Center 7's Daybreak Edition starting at 4:25. Meteorologist Kirsty Zontini will have the latest to help you plan your day and your week and your last full week of winter.
All right, thank you, Robert. Well, lots of people want to fly, but there are not enough people to fly the planes. Our airlines are trying to fix this shortage.